have to go in and let's see. I have to remember how to do this. Okay, here we go. Okay. I had to go because last time I went live, I don't think it was on here. It was on my other channel. And I had to, let's see. I had to, good morning, Debbie. How are you? I had to filter out comments. So I was like, let's do that right now before we get started. So how are you this morning? I am going to get ready for the day. I'm like, if you have not been subscribed to my weight loss channel, there's been so many updates, but I don't know what we'll get into today as I get ready, but I do know that I don't want to be on here for longer than an hour because this is going to stay up on my channel. So anyone that wasn't able to join the live stream will be able to see this. But also on top of that, I do have, just, I guess, like something to announce to you guys. So like, I announced, well, if you guys didn't see the community tab, I asked you guys if you wanted me to bring cleaning videos back. This has been like a long, like, I have been thinking about what to do on this channel for a while. Like, I think it was pretty clear that I didn't want to walk away from this channel, but I just, at the time, just felt that I was, like, it was time for the time being. Like, I wasn't sure, and I didn't think it was going to be forever, but for the time being, I was like, I really need to just walk away and just focus solely on my weight loss channel. And I did that, and a lot of things have happened since then with my health, and I've really been having to slow down in general. And no, I'm kind of like, I'm not dealing with the fatigue as much as I was, so I feel like I'm going to be able to commit to doing this. And again, it wasn't like a rash decision. It was a decision that I have been thinking about for a while, and it was like, bring the cleaning videos back. And I was like, no, like I fought against it for so long. And then I was like, just start doing them again, So I made the decision, and I'm like, I'm going to do it. And you guys also, I saw in the comments, were mentioning about cleaning videos, not cleaning videos, cooking videos. I was going back and forth because I was like, well, I do some on my weight loss channel, but should I start putting them here as well? And a lot of you were saying cooking videos, crock pot videos. So we'll just see. We'll see what you guys, the majority of you guys like to see. I personally miss the try-ons, but I'm wondering, because I was doing so much cleaning and cooking content for a really long time. And when my channel started taking off, it started taking off with cooking and cleaning content. So I'm almost wondering, like, I don't know how YouTube or any kind of algorithm of any of these social media platforms work. But I was thinking last night, I said, what if the algorithm for my channel is cleaning and cooking, and that's why nothing else has been getting pushed out? I don't know. Again, I don't know if that's how the algorithm works or not, but who knows? When did you email me, Debbie? I've been really slacking on my emails and getting back to people. It's like I have had health issues, and it's been really, really, really hard. Thank you, Bobby. Hi, Sue. How are you? Good morning, Annette. Good morning, seashells and beaches. Good morning, Whitley. I'm doing okay. Thank you. You're so sweet. Good morning, Mona. More cooking. You've got so many good recipes from me. And that's what I was like going back and forth too, because, I'm not giving up my weight loss channel, and I've been putting pretty much all of my food on my weight loss channel. But I also don't think that it does well over there. And I don't know. I just have a lot of plans for food. in the aspect of putting it on all platforms, not just here, but all platforms. And we'll just see, like I said, I love it. I love, trying new recipes. And I actually do that in my membership, where I will try a new recipe and upload it. So I do a cook with me in my membership for my members. And I was also thinking, because I know I'm not reaching a whole audience and people are missing live streams with me going live this early in the morning, but I will also do live streams at night. And I was thinking, well, what can I do at night? Because I'm already ready. Like, I could do get unready with me videos, but then I also could do, is this my color? I'm so sad my tan is gone. I also could do like cook with me videos, like live streams. So let me know if you guys would like that. I think that would be a lot of fun. That, whatever that was kind of stinky. I didn't have time because I didn't think about it, but next time I do this, I will link the products in the description box. Speaking of the description box, if you will go, I have set up a buy me a coffee. I have also like a buy me a coffee page. I have also set up a, some subscribers have asked that I do, because my birthday was last week. This is obviously almost gone. So I do have a Amazon wish list if you guys would like to go check that out. That's also linked down below. Also, if you guys didn't know, I'm in a contest to be on the cover of a magazine, win $40,000, and then also be flown out to Scottsdale, Arizona to win a luxury staycation. I'm not ready for this yet. I haven't even put on my I'm getting ahead of myself, but I'm currently first in my group. So I also, if you guys haven't voted, I have the link down there for you guys to go vote as well for that, because I am really excited for that. And it has been my lifelong dream to be on the cover of a magazine. And that's all, literally, $40,000 is at stake, right? Which would obviously like literally change my life. But that magazine cover is the thing that I'm just like, obviously I want to win the money too, but I also, Allure Beauty Box. Now is the time if you want to self-care yourself or get something for yourself before the holidays hit. I have a link down there. I don't think this is the free product for this month, but this is and has been a free product several times, and it's the Tula Glow and Get It Cooling Eye Brightening Balm, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, like you get like a bunch of full-size products and then trial-size products, and I really love it. So I also have a coupon code for that down below in the description box if you guys are interested. Yeah, you can go in the description box. I don't think that I got it, Debbie. Which email did you send it to? When do we do a new book club season? I know people have mentioned about a book club. I just don't know that I'd be good leading it. I'm gonna be honest. I like start a book, and then if I don't talk about it immediately, I forget like what it was about. I'm like, wait, what was that about? I forgot primer. It's okay. It's no big deal. It's whatever. But yeah, I don't know that I would start a book club, honestly. But I will tell you what I'm reading, and that is The Next Mrs. Parrish. And it's a really good book. It's a very, very, very good book. So I am up early. I have to get up early now that my daughter is in high school. So I have to get up with her. 80s baby, I'm not feeling, I'm just taking it day by day. Taking it day by day. I'm never wanting to say like, oh, I'm feeling better, because I have said that and then I haven't, but I am feeling better today. Like right now in this moment, I'm definitely feeling better. So that's good. That's an improvement from where I was yesterday. So yeah. Oh, thank you, Mona. Yeah, like I really wanted to for so long give up, and I'm just like I really just can't. And I really think that this is what God, like I've prayed many times, like God, what is your will for my life? Like I want to fulfill that. Like I don't care what other people are saying. Like you know the plans for my life, you know what my future looks like, and I just want to live according to your will. So like what is that? And I've been praying about that for a really long time, about what his will is. And I do feel I mean literally no one has hired me. I got 3 interviews. They were all for only part-time jobs, and I did not get hired for any of them. And all of the full-time jobs, even in marketing, stuff that I currently am doing right now, doing for other companies, have applied for endlessly, and I have not had a single interview, not a single call, not a single anything. So I think that that's a sign. I think that that's a sign. But thank you, Mona. I appreciate it. The latest from the doctor, I don't know. I don't know yet. I'm still like trying to figure it out myself. um, I don't know about the vlogs, Whitley. We're gonna see. I think like what I'll do, especially starting out on the channel, because like I said, I just personally don't like the vlogs where I'm just sitting at home. Like I just don't. Wait, we're doing our makeup differently. And that's just my personal preference. I don't like them. However, if I'm doing stuff around the house and vlogging, like maybe we'll go grocery shopping and then come back and meal prep, go grocery shopping, do a meal plan, show you my meal plan, and then meal prep, kind of do things like that, organizing. And I think that this is also gonna just help to keep me motivated to clean, because I have been slacking ever since Contrell left. And I've had to basically pick up his chores. I have been struggling to get it done. And I was like, again, I've thought about cleaning videos, and I was like, no, 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 no. Like I kept fighting against it. But the fact that the idea kept coming, and like maybe, I don't know, I don't remember her name, but there was someone that I used to watch. And I'm not sure if she's still making content or not, but I believe she was Mormon. Maybe not. I don't know. Um, she was blonde. I cannot remember her name, but I do remember she talked about dealing with depression. And I do remember that she talked about starting her YouTube channel to motivate her to clean and cook and like, you know, be the best mom that she can for her family. And I was like, well, I will say I was motivated to clean. Now, like, this first cleaning video is going to be a mess because, again, I have not been feeling that great. And so my house is a wreck right now, like absolutely a wreck. And I've just not been caring. And Ava's room is literally always a mess. Love you, Ava. She's not on here, obviously. But I will, you know, I had asked her last night, I said, if I start doing cleaning videos on my Miss Green Eyes channel, will you mind me cleaning your room in the video? And she said no, she doesn't mind. So I mean, it's a win-win. She gets her room clean, she didn't have to do it, and y'all get some good before and after content because her room is a mess. But you guys will get some real good. I don't know if I'm gonna film it oh, that was a little too much. I don't know if I'm gonna film it today or tomorrow. It just depends because I'm so far behind on literally everything because I haven't been feeling great. So my to-do list is just forever growing. So we will see if I get to it today or tomorrow, but whatever day I get to it, my house is an absolute wreck. So y'all will get some good, and I'm not promising, like I'm not saying it's very rarely, it just now got to the point where it's like that because of my current situation and what I've been going through and stuff. So it's not gonna normally be like that. But yeah, it'll help me keep me motivated to keep going. Yeah, it's so frustrating. It's so No, I feel that 80s baby too, because I've also heard other people say like nobody is hiring, but then like yeah, everyone's complaining like no one wants to work, and it's like, what is it? Because I know from my experience, I have been looking for jobs and like, where are they? You know, I've been applying, and I never hear back from anyone. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I can't say that they're not hiring. I can't say that they are. Like, I don't know why they would put a job. I know this is also a bigger city with a lot more competition though too. So, but I also like, I am actively doing YouTube. I'm actively doing this, and I've grown my audience with no help of anyone. Like, I literally have done this on my own and just learning this on my own. I never went to school for marketing. I never went to school for any of this. And I've learned everything from lighting to cameras to editing to marketing and all of that stuff on my own. And I don't know. Again, I just think that's a sign that I'm supposed to keep doing this. But we'll see. Good morning, Willow. So I have been doing my bingo cards for my members. I have a members only. I have a membership on my weight loss channel where I do weekly live streams. I also do bingo cards. I create them for the members. And I also have been although I will say I do want to bring those back too, now that you mentioned them. I really do. I feel like I want to do like weekly vlogs. Maybe I could do that. Maybe I could bring those back. Just do like a weekly, this is what I got done on my bingo card kind of thing, and vlog that. Let me know what y'all think of that. But yeah, I create them for my members and we do them in my membership. So if you guys want to join my membership, I think that link is also down below in the description box. Not 100% sure though. But it's taking weight off on here if you want to go check it out. Dang. Mona, like 4 months. Yeah, I've been looking like, I mean, all year pretty much. Like I don't know when I had that interview. I want to say I started in February. And I mean, I haven't been like super consistent because I'll like apply. And then I like don't hear anything. So I get like super discouraged. And then I'm like, well, let me try part-time jobs, and I apply, don't hear anything. So I'm just like, well, let me go back to applying to full-time jobs, and I apply. And it's been like off and on all freaking year long. And I have had 3 interviews for part-time positions: Chick-fil-A, Marshall's, and a gym. And I really wanted that gym position, and I really thought that I was going to get it, and I didn't, because I was really qualified, like very qualified for it. It was sales, it was, social media. So it was like doing stuff I do here. And she decided to go with someone else. So yeah, it's just like, whatever's meant for me is going to come. Like, whatever God has for me, I will not miss it. I won't miss it. So I have to like, also like, I am reminding myself of that too. So I also think he may have had me in just a season of rest because everything is about to change for me. You just never know. You never know what God has up his sleeve, Or it could just be like, I had to learn my lesson and I was doing too much. Like, it was just too freaking much to be working out twice a day, every single day. And, I did it last year, and it really wore me out. And this year I was like I've been on my butt. And then also I've had a lot of life changes this year too, with Kentrell graduating, him moving out, and, just other things like with the finances and stuff, that it's been a lot of transition. So yeah, my body really fought back. I honestly think I did have one. I was talking to it with my therapist. She thinks I'm experiencing burnout. I also talked to another doctor this past Tuesday who also thinks I've been experiencing burnout and that I did the right thing in taking a break. As much as I hated it, I didn't want to take a break because hell, I want to keep losing weight. I really was on the path of being able to say, like, I've lost 80 pounds in a year. And I was really, 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 really hoping that that was going to be my story and my reality. And unfortunately, it's not. But it's okay because I've still lost a lot of weight. And I think that that's great. And I'm really, really, really proud of that. But like today, I was like, well, yesterday, actually, this past weekend, I was like, okay, like this is what I'm doing. And I'm going to talk about this on my weight loss channel. But it's basically like a winter arc kind of contract. And it's not a 75 soft where it's like a challenge, but I might call it a challenge. I'm not sure. But basically, it's just like chasing your goals, going after your goals relentlessly. Like in the fourth quarter, a lot of people like slow down because like it's the holidays come up and it's like, okay, like I'm gonna start being a little relaxed. I'm gonna, kind of think about like starting in New Year's Day. So January 1st is my day to start. And when you go into your winter arc, it's also kind of like trending, so that might get me into the search, so I'm like, hey. But I think I'm gonna go back between that and like back to basics. Essentially, I'm going back to the basics of what I did the very beginning that led me to have so much success, because I had the most success the first 4.5 months of this year. And then with the transition and Contrell graduating and stuff and just all of the life changes. But I still kept losing weight. It just wasn't as, like, I wasn't as laser focused, I guess you could say. I mean, I was kind of in and out. But yeah. Aw, thank you, Whitley. Thanks, I appreciate it. I do sometimes, like, I've been really hard on myself. It's hard. There's been so much negativity and people have been so mean. And I know, like, not everyone wants to see me win, right? Not everyone is on my weight loss channel waiting to see me win. And I understand it's like just a very small percentage of people that are mean, but like those mean comments, especially when you're already going through something and you're already kind of like beating yourself up and going through your own mental thing, and your mental health isn't the best, and then you have people criticizing, critiquing, spreading rumors and lies, and it's been hard. So I really needed to hear that, so thank you. Yeah, it is tough out there, Mona, for sure. Yeah, I can't question, people online, like, go get a real job, go get a real job. And it's like, first of all, I'm trying to go get a real job, but I'm like, I can't force someone to hire me. It's not like I'm not trying, because I am. But I also I've been saying this wholeheartedly. I feel like this is what God has planned for me. And nobody, no matter what anyone thinks or what anyone does or says or anything, if this is what God has for me, like, no one can take it away. You know what I mean? No matter what anyone's opinions are on it. And I truly do believe. I truly do believe. And I've even had a pastor, like, I've told this story a lot. I've had a pastor who had no idea that I did YouTube basically tell me that I'm like God has something really big for me, and like whatever it is, like, don't stop. And I told him, I said, because he was like, your personality just doesn't match with what I'm seeing. And I'm like, what do you mean? And did I already put highlighter on? I don't know. You never have too much highlighter. But I told him I did YouTube, and he was like, oh, it makes sense. He was like, whatever you do, don't stop. Whatever you do, don't stop. And I was just like, okay. But that was also like, I think it was in 2018. It was either 2017 or 2018, because it was when my ex-husband and I were separated. And so just say like 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That was 7 years ago that man told me. And so I'm like, maybe he heard wrong. But I don't think he did. We're not on God's timing. God's timing is God's timing, and we can't rush it. We just got to go with the flow. Aw, thank you, Whitley. I appreciate it. That means so much. It's easier said than done, mango smoothie. That's weight loss is more than just doing WW and walking 30 minutes a day. There's so much more that goes into, because if you think about it, with weight loss, you're literally changing. Well, for me, I want to change who I am as a person through and through. If I get to the end of my weight loss journey and I am still the same person that I am and I'm still living the same life, I'm not going to be happy. So it is a lot more than just doing WW and walking and just walking 30 minutes a day. It's so much more than that. Oh, yay. That's awesome, Willow. Who the hell got this? How did this AJ person get on here to ask this dumbass question? Mona, like, it's hard. It's hard. I feel like I am crumbling, honestly. I really do feel like I am crumbling. Like, literally, the first thing I thought of when I announced it on this channel, like in the community tab, was like, oh, like, what is everyone gonna think? And I was just like, golly, stop, Jill, stop. It's hard though. It's hard when you've been a people pleaser your whole life, and then you're also doing this, and you're like under a microscope, and people are just constantly, some people wanting to see you fail, some people wanting to, like, just discuss it. Like, okay, so like subscribers had mentioned to do because some subscribers, like, some of y'all want to help out, some of y'all can help me out. Like, I obviously, like, very clearly have been struggling, not just mentally but financially this whole year, right? And it hasn't been for lack of trying. Ow. So with that being said, like, some subscribers are like, well, we want to help. So I did the Venmo, and then I set up a buy me a coffee, which I didn't even know existed until some of y'all, like, told me about it. And I was like, oh, like, I didn't even know it was a thing. I did hear Chris Terrell talk about it a lot when he first started, and I was just like, what the hell is this? And I never really looked into it. I was just like, oh, like, I know that he talked about buy me a coffee, and I thought it was like literally like buying him a coffee. And I'm like, well, I don't really drink coffee, so I don't know. But then I started hearing some of you guys talk about it, and I was like, well, let me look into it after the Venmo and all that stuff was being shared. So then I was like, oh, well, let me go ahead and set that up. And then some subscribers were like, hey, your birthday's coming up, so do an Amazon wish list. And so I did. And some people are just like, ugh, that's so disgusting. Like, ew. You are such a scam artist. You are so gross. Like, how dare you ask? And it's like, listen, if you have a problem with it, then don't. Like, I'm not asking anyone to do it. It's just, some people asked, so I did it. Because some people actually want to help out. And, it's just like, you don't have to do it. Alicia Cray Johnson, I've really this month, what am I talking about? Ever since May, really. Ever since Control left, August, I really started, and it was before he left, actually, because he didn't leave until September. So in August is when things started happening for me, where it was like starting to get really bad. And the food noise really started to creep up because I'm not busy. And I have been, like, really idle because I've had no choice but to really slow down. And so with that being said, let me go back to your question. Ways to combat it. Okay, so stay as active as you possibly can. Clean, which I think bringing back cleaning videos is also going to help me with that, because it's going to help me to be a little more busy, especially with my finances the way that they are, and the fact that I really like, and this is another thing too that people don't get, like, it's like things are so tough that it's like hard to even put gas in my car, meaning it's hard for me to even go places right now and like this year. So I will go places. I won't go very far unless I absolutely have to. And so it's like really been having to do things here, and they've closed the dang pool. So I'm like, been wanting to go sit out in the sun, and read my book, and I haven't been able to do that. And really, it's just about like finding other things to occupy you. I'm not gonna lie, like I also quit smoking back in 2020, December 2020, and it's not food noise, but let's just call it smoke noise. Like that has been, oh my gosh, it wasn't this past Monday, but it was the Monday before. I was sitting outside getting my son in, reading a book, and two people came and smoked, and they were right by where I was, and I was literally just like had my eyes closed, inhaling all of their secondhand smoke, inhaling all of it. I wanted a cigarette so bad, like I wanted one so bad. And I even thought like just ask them to bum a cigarette. And I was like, Jill, if you do that, like all it takes is one puff. All it takes is one puff, and you're gonna be a smoker again, and you don't want this. You don't want this. So I've even had to like, I'm even like dealing with craving cigarettes again, like hardcore this week. It's been bad. So much so that again, it was like, just go buy a pack of cigarettes yesterday. And just had to remind myself of why I quit smoking. And this is a reason why too, I made so many drastic changes when it came to my diet and what I was eating in the beginning of the year. It's because sometimes that one bite, especially if you're in your feelings or emotional or feeling emotional, whether that's bored, whether that's sad, happy, like super happy because something, you want to celebrate good news or whatever. I have to really watch it with what I'm bringing into my house. And like slowly but surely I was able to bring it back. But then I like just learned a lot. So I have a whole video on what I did, but I feel like I'm not answering your question. I have a toolbox. So like coloring, reading, getting outside, going for a walk, calling a friend, watching a movie, watching TV, maybe going on a treadmill if you have access to a treadmill while you watch a TV show. Getting yourself away from the house or food is usually what helps me if it's really bad. But sometimes I get a case of the F-its, which is what I've had lately, and I've just been like, whatever. And I have been doing a lot of emotional eating, but yeah. Yeah, Shannon, I actually did, but that was also back in, gosh, like 2018, 2019, and I'm sure that people it's changed probably so much even within there, but I did have a professional redo my resume for me. So it probably needs to be done again. Oh, thank you, Michelle. It really has been a huge non-scale victory. I mean, even though like, if this had happened last year, and it didn't, but it did, like not to this extent, but I was really depressed from September to December, and I really just kind of let go of everything, and I gained a bunch of weight, like all of the weight pretty much that I had gained or lost throughout the year, I gained back. And that has been in my head this whole time, like, Jill, you're not active, so you can't be eating like this. Jill, you can't do this. Jill, like, you really got to pull back. Like, Jill, you're not doing this. You can't do this. Like, you can't eat this way. And it's really been a struggle. But I have gained a little bit of weight, but not anywhere like it was or would be if I'm telling you, like, the weight is coming off. You know, when I said nothing is going to stop me, like, yeah, this has stopped me from losing weight right now, but we are getting back out there and we are, like, I'm doing, like I said, I'm going to announce it on my weight loss channel. So it's kind of like more like a contract with myself. And I have boundaries that I'm setting with myself and goals that I have for myself every day. And it's not like for my workouts, it's not necessarily a time limit. It's just movement, daily movement. I don't care what you do. I don't care how long you do it. Just freaking move your body, period. Like, no questions asked. I don't care how many steps you get in. Just get in more than what you've been getting in, because it hasn't been looking good. So yeah, we will see. Like, as I'm talking right now, I'm just feeling like the energy drain from my body, but I'm just like, it's gonna be fine. Like, it's gonna be fine. And I also think that the sun and working out again and getting back into a workout routine is really going to help. It's just right now, not being in one and feeling the way that I feel and my body feeling the way that it feels, it's been really, really, really difficult to stick to that routine, or like, no, get back into the routine. And that's why I always hated like just stopping, and I shouldn't have stopped. I should have just kept walking. Just the glue wasn't enough. I will say I learned a lot. I learned a lot this year about what I need to be doing and what I need to stay away from. So that's been good too. But yeah, I'm really freaking proud of myself. That is the biggest accomplishment that I've had all year, is the fact that I've lost this weight and I haven't gained it back. Because trust me, in this August, September, October, like 2+ months, I would have definitely gained my weight back and then some, or be close to what I was, like, for sure. I'm glad it helped. Definitely staying busy is the biggest thing. Also, another thing is, like, when you want to eat, I started to become really, really, really self-aware of myself, and like started, like, I would stop myself and ask, why do you want to eat? What are you feeling? Like, what's going on? Like, I just started asking myself questions. Journaling is really good, getting your feelings out. So I also have a video on my weight loss channel I think it's titled What's in My Toolbox. But I have like a bunch of stuff. So like coloring, doing something artsy or crafty. If you have kids and they want to hang out with you, like, I don't know what ages your kids are. Mine are at the point where, I mean, they do want to still hang out with me, but Control can't right now. But, with my daughter, like, she still wants to hang out with me at times. So I do that too, like hang out with them, try to get my mind off of everything that's going on or the food noise. And calling a friend too helps a lot, and letting them know, like a trusted, like someone that you trust, someone that's not going to judge you, someone who's not going to criticize you or critique you, and that's going to encourage you and uplift you, and just be like, girl, this is what I'm dealing with right now. Like, I'm going through this. And like, sometimes them just hearing you is enough, or for you to like vocalize, I'm going through this right now. Like, I remember I was in Target and I was talking to a friend, and I was like, I'm gonna get these chips, and I was like going through like back and forth, like, do I want, yes, no, 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 yes. And then I went and I was like, I'm gonna get these gummies, and then I was like, listen, if you bring these home, you're gonna eat every single bit of it, like, today. And I stopped and I talked to my friend, and I said, girl, like, I'm in the middle of Target right now and I'm struggling. And she just, like, helped me. And then I was like in the outside of the parking lot, and I was just like, I broke down crying, and I was just not only just proud of myself, but just like opened up to her about what's been going on and like all this kind of stuff, and it just really helps. So that helps too. If you have a friend that you can talk to, a trusted friend, that really helps. That's probably for me, because loneliness is one of my biggest issues. I've been talking about it for years, that is something that has been really, really, really difficult for me. So not isolating, but it's been difficult for me because I don't really like have like any kind. I mean, I've made like a couple of friends, but like I don't see anyone. We don't like talk or anything, and so it's just been very, very, very isolating, which has been hard. Yeah, no, like I've been asking God to take the desire for me to want to overeat away. I've been asking him to take the desire for me to want to eat like sugary, junky foods away from me and just to overconsume in general. And then I've also been asking him to take away the desire to smoke for sure. But I literally sat there on that bench that day and just closing my eyes, inhaling like every ounce of their secondhand smoke, and was like, oh man, I want a cigarette so bad. I want a cigarette so bad. And it's weird because like this is what's so annoying, and you just don't know what you're going to encounter, right? But I've also been like super stressed, and I'm also like really proud. I don't know if someone said, maybe that was someone was saying like a non-scale victory. That's a huge non-scale victory. That is like the fact that I'm not smoking, because my gosh, I even thought like, hey, you're eating so much, and you're doing so much emotional eating, like just go back to smoking and it's going to help with that, because instead of eating you can go smoke. And I was like, Jill, no. But it's tempting. It's really freaking tempting. And yeah, that's been huge. That's been huge, that I've been so stressed and I haven't gone back to smoking. But like I said, it has been hard. It has been very, very, very hard. But I know that, like I said, the thing that stops me from smoking, I'm gonna be honest, if it was one of those things where it's like, go have a cigarette and you'll be able to quit immediately, then I'd be like, okay. But if I have just one puff, that's it for me. That's it. So that's the thing that keeps me from wanting to go back to smoking cigarettes, because no, like I conquered that addiction. I'm not going back to it, but it's been hard. It's been really freaking hard. Amber, why am I opposed to weight loss injections? Because I want the food noise, and I don't want to be on a medication like that the rest of my life. It is a very personal decision. It's not that I'm against them. It's just, for me, I don't think it's the best route. I really want to conquer this food addiction, and I know that I can, and I know that I will. But I know myself well enough that if I have that tool and the food noise is gone, I will not do the work that's required for me to, because once I get off of it, then what? What do I do? Like, because if I haven't been doing the work. Now, if I was someone, because there are people who are on the weight loss medication and they're doing the work and they are using it as a tool, I would not use it as a tool like that. I would not. I know myself well enough. And I feel like you have to get to know yourself and know yourself well enough to know like if something's going to work for you or not. Just like, I have thought about weight loss surgery, and every time I go back to it, like I've talked to a lot of people, best decision I've ever made. But then you also hear the stories of where people's like worst decision I've ever made, and you don't know until you have it which one you're going to be. And to me, it's just not worth it. Like I just can't do it. So it's not my story. It's not what I want. And I think if you take away that food noise from me, I won't want to do the work. And like I'm gonna be honest, I've been real tempted, especially a lot of companies have been reaching out, and that commission is real good, girl. It's real good. Like it's real good. And they probably would provide the medication for me. And trust me when I say this past month, because I've really been I'm talking like $60 commission per sale. Like it life-changing money here, right? But I don't know. Like I set out to do this the way that I set out to do it, and it is to conquer this food addiction. And my goal is not to lose weight. My goal is to lose the weight and keep it off. And I just don't think that without the work that I'm doing, that I won't know what to do when I get off of it. And I don't want to take it forever. So, and again, things can change. Like I was talking to my friend yesterday and I was like, I'm willing to bet come my last like 40 pounds of weight loss, I'll probably go on the medication. But for now, mm-mm. Oh my gosh, hold on. My dog is thrown up. No, come on, come on. Hold on, guys. I'll be right back. No. Okay. Crisis averted. She throws up in that carpet. Ooh, girl. I would love to move into a house. I have been going to a lot of church events lately, like a lot of small groups. Yes, journaling. I stopped journaling because I was doing it for 75 Soft, and then I was like, oh, I'm really tired of doing a journal entry every day. And then when I stopped, I realized how important it was to do a journal entry every day, and I was like, oh, yeah. So I haven't been like super consistent with doing it every day. I'm not even gonna sit here and lie, but it does help. It does help a lot to journal. No, I've done that too. I went into Lane Bryant and Torrid and told them like I filled out an application and this is my name and I would really love to work here, and I haven't heard anything back. So I've even done that too. I've asked the manager. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Mona. Have a good day. No, I can't stop now. No. I can't go back to smoking cigarettes, and I can't stop my weight loss. Like, no. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate it. No, for sure. It has taken a lot of strength and willpower. I appreciate it, Willow. Willow Kitchens. I like that name. Well, Michelle, it's like the compounded. It's the compounded version. And I think it's probably so much commission because I think it would do really well. A lot of people are on the weight loss injections or they're interested in the weight loss injections. And if I've had, because I'm not against it, I'm just not going to promote a product that I'm not personally using or taking myself. So with that, like it just wouldn't fit where I'm at. But like if I'm taking it, I would obviously have to take it with that company and see, but I think it's just the compounded version. And I'm not too well versed on all of it, but I do know that the compounded version, I don't know what it is. I have no idea, but I just know it's cheaper and it's more affordable and more accessible. But yeah, I think they're legit companies and I think it's legit, but yeah, they pay high commissions because their products are more expensive, but then they also I feel like they probably do really well, and then people who sell with them do really well too. Oh my gosh, there was this one that was like, we do brand trips, we get our influencers and our sellers together, like all the stuff that I've been like wanting, brand trips, flying you out, doing these like special things, kind of like you're a family kind of thing. And again, I know some people can make can make things sound better than they are. But I mean, I also know that there are things out there that like that's how it is with some companies, and like with this job things can be that way. So that one was real tempting. I got that early in the year and I was just like, oh, that sounds really great, but I can't sell a product I'm not taking, and I'm not going to lie about a product I'm not taking, and I'm also not going to take a product because I set out to do this a different way this year. So how long have I been on here? An hour almost. I got a film from my weight loss channel to update everyone on my new contract with myself. Like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna call it a challenge, but yeah, I don't know what I want to wear for earrings. So that's what I'm gonna do today, and then I'm definitely getting in a workout. I really want to dance. I'm also wanting to go sit out in the sun. Those are kind of cute. You guys know I got like a ton of earrings. I think it was the end of last year. I got a ton of earrings from Shein for like $1 a piece, and they still look really good. Like this is one of them. This is another one of them. This is another one. If you haven't, go check them out. Another one. Like, how cute are these? So cute. I mean, I've got some really good ones from them. These, I wore these one time and people were like, oh my gosh, they look so expensive. I'm like, right? I don't wear these a whole ton, but they're like $1, $2. I also got a lot of like holiday earrings. Ooh, I forgot I have the little pumpkins. But I'm excited to wear those. I'll be wearing those pretty soon. I'm trying to see if I have any other Halloween earrings. I think it's just these pumpkins, which I'm like, they're okay. Huntington Park, California. Hi. You're welcome, Amber. Do you try to have collab with Temu? So like I've done collabs with Temu. I've also done collabs with Shein. Every single brand deal that I had this year, at the beginning of the year, everyone, like all those doors were closed, every single one. So Temu, Shein, I was working with, gosh, who was it? Shapermint. Every single brand deal that I had. And then I picked up the brand deal with Trainwell, which I actually told my trainer, like, no workouts. So I haven't done any Trainwell workouts in 2 weeks. I think this is going on my third. And I was really just kind of doing them, like the motions of them. I forgot I was looking at what I was doing, what I wanted to wear for my earrings. But my winter arc, I'm going to be doing a video on that on my weight loss channel, but it's basically like the goals that I have for myself for the ending, for the last, well, now like October is like almost over, but you know, better late than never, right? So I'm going to start from today to the rest of the year. And basically it's you focusing on goals, whereas a lot of people right now are slowing down and kind of not focusing on their goals as much as far as like weight loss or any of that, and they're wanting to indulge in, which, trust me, I indulged enough for the entire rest of the year over my birthday, like for sure. But you basically like list your goals that you want to accomplish between now and the end of the year, and you kind of have like a head start in front of people that are going to wait until New Year's to get back on track with their goals. And kind of, there's no judgment, by the way. It's just, you know, I am choosing, like, I am going to head down, laser focus. I don't care how I'm feeling. Like, I can do movement. That's why like I'm doing movement. I didn't put a time limit. So some days I might only be able to do like 10 minutes and that'll be okay. So I'm not trying to like put a time limit, but some days I might be able to do an hour of working out. Like I just don't know. So I'm not going to put myself to any kind of time limit, but we're going to get it done. So like I said, there will be more about that at my weight loss channel. Yes, Willow, like I'm planning, so I want to start like another one of my goals, and I didn't write it down, but just like internally, like I just know that I feel better if I look better. And one of my goals is to start getting ready every day like this. So if I do that, I want to start doing, like, I won't be able to do it every day, but a lot of days, like I'll go here on my other channel and then TikTok, I'll be going live. So, but yeah, I really have been enjoying, which is crazy because if you guys remember where is my brush? On the beginning of this year, I put go live on TikTok because I was scared to death to go live. And now it's just so natural for me to go live. Like I love going live actually. So, yeah, if you want to be guaranteed, there it is, a live stream, I do have a membership where I go live. But we talk more weight loss stuff, and I know like not everyone is into the weight loss stuff. But yeah, I am going to be going live more often in the future. But that just goes to show, listen, like when you start doing stuff, like when you start doing something new, it's scary, right? It's really scary. But the more you do it, the less scary it becomes. So let that be a reminder to you, you know, because I was scared to death to go live. Like people would tell me, go live, go live, go live, go live. And I'm like, no, especially not on YouTube. No, absolutely not. No. And now I just feel so comfortable doing it and I love doing it. Like I look forward to my live streams that I do with my members every week. And, you know, we've built like a really good connection and it's just been really awesome. So, I just got a new message in my, from my doctor. So we'll see what she says. Thank you, Italy. I appreciate it. Girl, I've been, you get in like good lighting, right? And it like, you see the better lighting, it goes away. Bad lighting. Let me try not to. Hi, Jess, upstate New York. That's so awesome. Yeah, no, I think so too, Michelle. That's why I said, like, is it goodbye or see you later? Like, I'm not sure, but I think right now God is telling me to walk away. And I know you guys might think that this sounds crazy, but you guys know how I was having problems with my left eye, right? And I could not wear green contact. I could not wear my color contacts to save my life. Could not wear them at all. And I was just like, why the hell is it just my left eye? And I went from doctor to doctor to doctor. Y'all, this has been the year of freaking doctors for sure. And nobody could tell me what was wrong with my eye. They're just like, I don't know. I think maybe you just need to go to daily contacts. And I was like, okay, fine. And so I bought the packs of daily contacts and I did it. And I was like, I hate this. It sucks, but whatever. And so I did that and everything was fine. But then one day I was like talking about it and my son asked me, he said, just out of curiosity, like, what is your logo? Like, what eye is your logo? And I was like, I don't know. And I went and I looked, and this could totally be coincidence. I don't know. But I also don't think that there are coincidences. So I don't know. Because again, I just thought it was so freaking weird that it was my left eye. It was my left eye. And like, just being on the channel just didn't bring me peace at the moment. And I was just like, I don't feel like it's forever, but for right now, I feel like I just need to go. And like, again, every single door had been closed. So I just really think that it was just time, right? So, and I had already walked away from Miss Green Eyes, but I was fighting with it because I was struggling with it because it was really hard for me to walk away. But it was just like, I don't feel like there's any content that I can And I know like a lot of people say like I'll watch you for you and we watch you for you and like nothing is boring, but for me I just wasn't proud of the content that I was putting up. Not that it was bad, it was just like I don't know, I just didn't like it and I just didn't feel peace about it anymore. So anyways, when he said that, I went and I looked, my logo is my left eye. And I was like, no freaking way. And now, as you can see, I am wearing my green contacts and they don't get irritated. So that was not a deciding factor, by the way, about like, oh, my eye's not irritated anymore. So let's go. Because I also haven't been wearing my contacts like super regularly, super consistently. So that could just be a fluke. Maybe in like if I, consistently wear them like a couple of weeks, a couple of months, maybe the irritation will come back. Who knows? But yeah, like I'm excited to come back. Good morning, Mandy. Girl, like I know you've been following me like, oh, you were like back in, I want to say when I was in Alabama. You are like an OG. Hey, Gabriella. Yeah, and I like that attitude too. And I have to keep reminding myself of not yet. I think it was Mel Robbins who also said that, like, I don't have this yet. And, my age and where I'm at and the fact that I don't own a home and I feel like I'm so far behind in life, it can really get you down and it can really make you question, like, what's wrong with me? Like, what's wrong with me? But it's changing that mindset, that mentality. I don't have it yet. I don't own a home yet because I will own one. I don't have my Escalade yet because I will own one. It really is life-changing to kind of like I tell you guys all the time on my weight loss channel, like mindset is everything, and it truly is. That was another thing to answer the question about the like struggling with the food noise. Oh my gosh, where was I with that? I lost my train of thought. Lost my train of thought. Struggling with the food noise. It was going along with something I was saying. Forgot already. Mindset. Change your mindset. Instead of telling yourself, like, I can't do this, I can't conquer this, tell you I can and I will. What do I keep telling you guys? I can and I will. I don't know how and I don't know when, but I will conquer this food addiction. I will conquer this food addiction. That is so much more empowering than me saying I will always have problems with food. I will always struggle with food addiction. I will always struggle. No, like I'm going to be free and clear of this. Just like with, and I'm not saying like, when I say like I always, because I do feel like I probably always will in a way, but like it's kind of like with the cigarettes. Most days I don't think about them. Most days I just go about my life and don't even think about the fact that I'm a former smoker. But then some days, like this past week, it's on my mind every single day, and I have to really consciously make that decision to not go back to smoking. It's kind of like that, and that's what I mean when I have food freedom. And for the majority of my life, I am just living my life and feeling free from food to enjoy food and not be obsessed with it and not have it consume me and my life. I will get there, but you have to keep telling yourself and believing that you'll get there. And just like with this weight loss, like when I think about the amount of weight that I have to lose, it is so overwhelming. So I don't tell myself how much I have to lose. I do say my goal is 140 pounds. And it does seem like it's so far away, because it is. But I also just think right now, my goal is to get to 250 pounds. That's my goal right now. It is not to get to 140 pounds. It's to get to 250. So like small incremental goals, because it's about changing your mindset. And like losing 180 pounds, that is like so, which that's not how much I have still left to lose, but I'm just saying like that is so overwhelming. But being like, oh, I have 20 pounds to lose, that's like a little less overwhelming. So yeah, we did, Mandy, we did used to text back. I am back on this channel. I'm gonna be doing cleaning, and then a lot of you guys are requesting cooking, so we're gonna try the cooking, which I've been doing cooking on my weight loss channel kind of, And I'm gonna start doing more shorts as well. So like shorts here, but I'll also do the full length video because I know some people like shorts. I personally am not into the shorts. I'm gonna be honest. I like TikTok and Instagram, I still would prefer to just not have any videos and just prefer it to go back to the old way where you just look at pictures. But that's not the reality of what they're like anymore. But for YouTube, I much prefer to watch long form content than shorts. I don't watch people's shorts, but I do know that people do like to only watch shorts. So I'm gonna kind of like kill two birds with one stone. And like as I'm filming, I'm just gonna set up both cameras, like both cameras. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one. My softball coach from elementary through junior high always said if you look sloppy, you play sloppy. As far as like your is it kind of like what you're talking about, like dress for the job that you want, not the job that you have, kind of thing? Good morning, A peeps. Thank you. This is my second set. I had a sweet subscriber / member of mine. I was talking about how I go into Walmart and Target and I'm like trying to convince myself that I don't like any of the nails, but every time I find myself going to them and looking at them and being like, oh, and she cashed at me and she was like, go get your Halloween nails. And I was like, what? So sweet of her. So because of her, I was able to go get them, and I was so excited because my mom was here when my parents were here last week, and I was even able to put some on her. And I need to call and ask her if she still has them on, if they lasted, because I got this glue. This glue is, people say is amazing, and it was pretty good with the other nails, but I also didn't do them like I normally do, which I wanted to do, which is kind of how I did this one. So we're just gonna wait and see. Where are those nails? Not nails, nails. Where are the rings? Oh, since the townhouse? Wow. Yeah, I did do that. Wow, Michelle, your first video was the tour of the townhouse? It has been a while. Oh, thank you, Mandy. I appreciate it. Hey, Devin, how are you? Huh? You moved out. Is your way of college? What happened? I'm not sure, Mandy, about a membership for this channel. If I did a membership for this channel, what would you guys want to see? That's something that I struggle with. And, obviously, like, we've talked about this, like, a lot of you say, like, we like your vlogs where you're just, like, in the house, not doing anything. It's relatable, this and that, And I'm just like, that's not the content that I want to make. So who knows? Like, who knows what the future is of what I'm going to do. But, membership, I'm just kind of like, what would I do? What would people want to see, kind of thing? So yeah, I mean, I will poll, like put a poll. Here's my other earring and see, or you guys can put in the comments if I did a membership. I also really don't want to do a whole, like, I don't want to like overwhelm myself, but I almost wonder if like everything had to slow down and I had to go through what I just went through, like all of the anxiety, where it was like I had to slow down and I had to just stop because everything is about to ramp back up, where I needed that rest because things are about to get like super crazy busy for me, which I like to think that way. I like to think that that's the reason, because it's been hell. Oh my gosh, it's been pure hell. I've hated every second of it, honestly. It has been awful, especially when you're like questioning, like, what's wrong, something's wrong, and like, what's wrong, and it's just like you're obsessing what's wrong, and it's just like, it's so frustrating. Good morning, Lily. How are you? Where did I go? I'm still here. Hi, Eva. Yes, I'm going to start with cleaning videos, but so many, because that was my intention yesterday. And I honestly was thinking, and this is how it's probably going to start out, honestly, is within the cleaning video, I will do a crock pot video or a cooking video, maybe. Like, that's how I feel like it's going to start out. And I'll just kind of see, like, if it does good. Because another thing is, like, budget wise, doing crock pot videos, if it's not in my meal plan already, um, and sometimes they can get a little more pricey. It just might not be conducive to my budget right now to put them up, but we'll just wait and see. We'll just see. And I have tried to put them up and they didn't do incredibly well. I'm feeling nauseous right now. But we'll just see. Like, if you guys want them, like, hell yeah, I'll put them up. Cause I mean, I'm cooking anyways, and I've been doing it for my weight loss channel. So, but that's my plan of action, is just like to kind of do like one video. But I also am, and this was a suggestion from one of my members on my weight loss channel. And that was, my parents bought me these turkeys. So I cooked both of them, and I have a ton of things like, what am I gonna cook with all this turkey? And so someone mentioned, why don't you do like recipes? And now that I have the turkey, I can have the video ready before Thanksgiving, so that way people already have ideas. And so I'm also working on that, so that's going to be a strictly only cooking video only, and that will be up sometime in November, before Thanksgiving, probably like a week or two before Thanksgiving, so I can get ahead of, everything. But I'm currently working on that. So I will be doing cooking videos too, here and there. I'm not like 100% sure, but like it is definitely set in stone that cleaning videos, I'm thinking like, get it all done kind of vlogs, where like maybe like we go to the grocery store together, do meal plan, meal prep, and kind of like do like picking up and cleaning things around the house. But it's a goal of mine to start deep cleaning this apartment as well. So doing the deep cleaning stuff. So like, deep cleaning the bathroom and making that a video, or like deep cleaning the whole apartment. I don't know if I have the energy for that, but we'll see. We'll just see. But I'm excited. I'm really, really, really excited. And this wasn't like a decision that I just made overnight. It's something I've been thinking about for months on end, because honestly I never wanted to walk away from this channel to begin with, but I was just like, I don't know what to do. And that's why, like, when I did the video, it was like, I don't know if it's forever, I don't know if this is goodbye, I don't know if it's see you later. I feel like it's see you later, but I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, I'm excited though. Aw, I'm so bad with thinking things up. Yeah, thank you, small friend. I am too. But I'm glad that you like my vlogs. I'm gonna, like I said, I'll do like, I still will be. I won't be doing weekly vlogs though. I feel like weekly vlogs will be a thing that I'll be excited to do when my life is like more exciting, and it's, like right now I'm just really focused. Right now I'm focused on getting better, right? But B, I've been so laser focused on my weight loss journey, and that is what my life was. And since I was doing so much of that on my weight loss channel, I was like, what do I do here? Like, there's literally nothing, because my life right now is nothing but weight loss and being a mom. And you guys know, like, I don't really show my kids much. They don't really want to be on video anymore. And, so it's just like, what do I do? So it was just, yeah, the try-ons weren't really doing well, and then all of the sponsors pulled back. So yeah, the rest before the unknown upcoming race or storm. I'm telling you, I really think, and I could be wrong, but you guys are all going to be a witness to if this is right or not. If I needed to go through this, because God was just like, I need you to rest. I need you to rest. As painful as this is, I need you to rest. And I need you to take a step back, because what I have in store for you, you needed that rest. You're going to thank me. So You never know. You never know. No, Whitley, I did do my own. I did my own. It wasn't chicken broth. I did my own turkey broth. Unfortunately, I did not show that, but I am going to talk about it, and I'm going to talk about the process because it was so easy. So I did the whole turkey, and that's how I cooked it. And I did it boiling it. And then from there, I took it out, let it cool off. I pulled all of the meat off the bone, and then I left some skin, and then I took the bones, and then I created another broth. So it was just like bone broth. And yeah, it was super simple, super easy. I mean, obviously, like I added some, but I didn't add, like some people will add like carrots and celery and onion and all that stuff into the broth. I didn't add any of that. I just did like garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper, and that was it. And it's really good. That soup came out really, really good. Oh, thank you, Heart at Home. I appreciate it. I know a lot of you guys say that. I do. Like, I thank you so much. Oh, Michelle, y'all are making me like, y'all are so amazing. Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you. I know something great is on its way to me too. I don't know what, but I just know. Like, I mean, I'm in this contest right now and I'm first in my group, and that's exciting. And who knows? Like I keep saying, like I'm trying not to get too attached to the idea of winning, right? Because I really don't want to be like super let down and disappointed. It's just kind of one of those things. It's fun. It's exciting. It's exciting that I'm in first place in my group. And I just keep saying, like, whatever your will is, God. Like, if I'm meant to win, I'm going to win. If I'm not, then like nothing will stand in the way if that's God's plan for me. If that's what he wants for me to experience. If he doesn't, then it's going to go to someone else, you know? So I just like am really trying to think about that whole contest in that light. But I do feel like something is something big is right around the corner. Just also like I have prayed for signs and I've gotten those signs. Like, do you guys know how rare seeing a blue butterfly is? I saw a blue butterfly. I have pictures of it. I had to take it out of my phone and take it. It's all over my house. Like it's here on the wall. It's on my fridge. It's in my on my mirror in my bathroom. That was a sign from him. Like 100%. You're on the right track and you're doing what I told you to do. Like take all of the noise of everything else and everybody else out. You are doing what I want you to do. You are doing your purpose, what I have, my purpose for your life. That's what I feel like that sign was. And I could totally be wrong, but I don't think I'm wrong. And I think that that was a sign that everything is about to start taking place. That the promises that he's had for me and that I've been, you know, hearing and being told from other people and like prophesize, like people prophesize over my life that this is it. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I have felt so lost so many times over the years. And I just keep being reminded, like even when I went and I got that job, do you guys remember when I got that job and I literally got fired 3 days later? 3 days later. Like I personally think that that was like God being like, what did I tell you? What did I tell you? I could be wrong again, but I don't think I am. And I know that, you know, a lot of people don't like Joyce Meyer and I get it. But she had a very similar story, and that's not even kidding you. The minute that that man came into my office and he let me go, I thought immediately, I'm not supposed to be doing this. I'm not supposed to be here. I'm supposed to keep going with my YouTube channel. Like I'm just supposed to keep doing it. And I thought about that, immediately thought about that Joyce Meyer story about how the same thing happened to her. She was more than competent to do the job and she's never gotten fired before in her life, yet she got fired when God told her, you are doing what I told you to do. And she's like, but like, I can't pay my damn bills. Like, what are you crazy? This is crazy. This is crazy. But God has provided every single month. Every single month he has provided, and it's been stressful as hell, but you know, and yeah, I've had to go without a lot of stuff and it sucks. But, you know, I have not gotten hired. I haven't gotten an interview, like even part-time jobs again, like something I would think you'd be like a shoe-in for, and it's just, it hasn't happened. So But yeah, I got my blue butterfly. They're very, very, very rare. And to top it off, I got it when I was walking into church. And I had just the week before gone to that church, and I have never heard them pray for people. Like, if you're going through a hard time, everyone close their eyes. If you're going through a hard time, like, raise your hand and we're going to pray over you. And I immediately raised my hands. And I am not one, if they call out anything, for me to raise my hand. But I was like, no, like, Jesus, I need you right now. Like, I need someone to pray over me. I need a lot of people to be in agreement over me, because I'm getting chills right now. Life has been so hard. And I know it has been for so many people. But I knew that I had to be in that service that day, because I ran from my church to go to my son's church. And I knew I had to be there. So I was prayed over, like, by the pastor. And then I was also like, I went, because he also said, if everyone that raised their hands, come now to the altar and have someone specifically pray for your situation. And so I just, like, broke down, and I kind of told someone, like, what I've been experiencing, and just, like, the confusion. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with my job. I'm sorry. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing in life. Like, it's just, I'm really confused. And on top of that, like, you know, the life changes and just, like, so much stuff, but also, like, I don't know what's wrong with my body. There's something wrong with my body, and no one has answers, and I'm really confused, and I don't know what's going on. So, you know, he prayed for me, and the next Sunday I went to my church, and then I went to that church again, is my son's church. And when we were walking in, it looked like a dragonfly. It flew right in front of me and my daughter. It flew right in front of us. And I said, because I was praying for a blue butterfly, and I had already seen the blue butterfly, right? But I hadn't seen one in person. And I actually didn't know that they were super rare, especially in North Carolina. They're super, super, super rare. But I said, no, I have a feeling that that's my butterfly. And so it landed in this flower pot that I was standing next to. So I stopped, or that was right next to me. I stopped. And as soon as I bent down to look, it opened its wings, and I said, no, that's a blue butterfly. And so, of course, I took my camera out, and my phone out, and I took a picture of it. And I was like, wow. And you know, I told Devin, she's a really good friend, she's on here. And she was the one who also told me that they're very rare. And now I've just been seeing blue butterflies everywhere. Like, she saw it on her eyeliner the other day and sent me a picture. And it's just been everywhere. And I just kind of took that as a sign, like, just continue to be patient, because it's coming. Like, your time is coming. Like, I made the promise. You know I promised you. You know what I promised you. And just don't give up. Just keep going, keep going, keep going. This year has been very, very, very discouraging. It's been very confusing, but yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for what God has in store for me, for sure. But yeah. Oh, Devin, you're so sweet. I love you. Thank you. Yeah, no, I get it, Whitley. Like, it has to be relatable. Yeah. Like I said, I don't know. We'll just kind of see. We'll see where I'm at. If I don't feel peace about it, I don't want to make it. But if I do start feeling peace about it, I will. No, but you're right, though. It is a pressure that we put on. And this is something that I thought about too, is, like, comparing. Like, Jill, like, stop looking and seeing what everyone else is doing. That formula worked for them, and it's working for them for a reason. Create your own formula. Like, yes, we have, like, these rules or things that we should be following, like SEO and marketing and all this kind of stuff. But when it comes to my content, it should be my content. It shouldn't be anyone else's. It shouldn't be me trying to be like other people. And I also know that I have been doing that. Like I said, going back to what I was saying earlier in the live, I was talking about the woman, and I don't remember her name, but she was talking about how she started YouTube basically out of necessity, because she was really depressed and she needed motivation. She needed to motivate herself. But in turn, it became like a huge business for her. She became very successful. I don't know, like I said, because I can't for the life of me remember her name. But I know she's blonde, and I think she lives in Montana or some. She lives definitely somewhere in the West or like Midwest. I don't know. But she was doing like cleaning, and she was like doing kind of like vlogs, and she was just like she wasn't doing what I see, like the very calculated, I'm doing this for this purpose, like to make it aesthetically pleasing and to do this. And like, that's not my life right now, to make everything aesthetically pleasing or to decorate my house and buy new things every year to keep up with YouTube. Like, that's just not where I'm at right now. And I'm like, what if you go back to being like what your life is instead of trying to make your life what you want it to be? And kind of film that, and just that was my idea too yesterday. So the fact that you're saying that just kind of like reassures me of like what I was saying. Yeah, I appreciate that. Oh, for sure. Health is everything. Um, Thank you, Michelle. I appreciate it. Y'all are like really just making me feel so much better about this. Thank you. Oh, Lily, thank you. Michelle, yeah, like I love it too. I'm kind of over. I'm gonna be honest. I'm over it. I'm over the gray. I'm over the gray everywhere. The gray doors and the gray cabinets, and I'm also over the fact that I live really high up. So it definitely is a goal of mine. I hope I turned this off. Yeah, I did. It's definitely a goal of mine to move to a house. But for the time being, yeah. You have to be grateful. This is another thing I also, instead of trying to force yourself into a life that you don't have, be grateful for the life that God has given you, because I am incredibly blessed. Like, I have a roof over my head. It's a really nice apartment complex. It's in a really safe area. It's in a really nice area. I was able to move. God like gave me that, whether I stay here or move. I mean, still kind of up in the air, but not really. Like, I really, I don't know, because I keep going back. Like, maybe I am supposed to go back there. I don't know yet. I don't know. Because, like, Ava's the one that would have to come on board, and she is kind of more and more open to the idea, because she honestly still has friends there. So it wouldn't be bad for her. And I know that I have dance classes there and my parents are there. And so you just never know. You don't know what the future holds. I don't know what it holds, but I'm not against the idea, but I'm also not like, that's like set in stone what I'm doing. Like, I'm just kind of like fly by the seat of my pants, which kind of always been. The ballerina farm? What's the ballerina farm? Tiffany, I think I'm going to be honest with y'all. This is what I truly feel, and I've talked to my members about this. I truly feel, and again, I could be wrong, but I feel like I had to separate myself from my ex and like the town and come to somewhere else and just use it to heal. But there's a lot of factors of me going back that is like, because I'm going to be honest, I was really tempted to go back. And if I had asked my parents for help, and they probably would have helped me to move me back there, it's expensive, so I didn't ask, and I was just like, well, I'm just going to stay here. But I really did want to go back. I really wanted to go back home. And I thought about it, and I said, I also feel like Ava was kind of like not on board with going. I really do. But I think it would be better for me too. But again, I don't know. But I've been saying for a while, like, I feel like God put me here because I knew I was supposed to be here for a reason. I think he put me here to heal, and I think it might be time to go back, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Willow. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. Yes. No. That's not her. But she is blonde. I don't think she has a ton of kids. I think she has like 4 or 5. And when I was watching her, I think that her kids were, some of them were younger, but then some of them were older, and they were like going to college and stuff. Because I remember one of her daughters, I think, had a boyfriend, but it wasn't Ballerina Farm. That's not, but she's married, she cooks, she cleans, and she openly talked about having depression, and how she is so thankful for everyone that's watching because it like basically like saved her life, because she was so not motivated to clean and cook and do all the things and take care of her family, but getting on YouTube and knowing that she was showing up for not just like her family herself, but she was also showing up for like thousands of people, like really helped her to get the cleaning done, get the cooking done, like all that stuff. And she was just like authentically herself. Like if there was no show that was put on, there was no like the lighting has to be perfect, and the aesthetic, like aesthetically it has to be perfect. And that's kind of the route where I feel like I've tried taking myself, and I don't think that that's supposed to be me. So yeah, they're very hard decisions, Michelle. I mean, it's like it's one of those things where it's not like it's just like an overnight kind of thing. Like I will say that I did tell my mom last year that if things were not different this year that I was moving. And so she was like really looking forward to me moving, because obviously she knows things have actually gotten worse this year than they've gotten better. And so she was, and we've talked about it, and I said I wish I would have asked you guys to help me to move, because I'm sure they would have, because they want me back home for sure. But then I also think about the fact of like Contrell and like everything that he's doing, and I know he's an adult, so like it's weird. It's weird to say, like, but I feel like he should be part of the equation still. But I don't know. Like, I don't know. It's so weird being the mother of an adult child now who is no longer in the house. And your decisions, essentially, do they have to revolve around your kid? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I feel like they should. But then I'm also like, I don't know. Like, does he stay here? I mean, obviously, we've all had a conversation, and like we've all talked about it, and you know, we don't know. We don't know, but we'll just see. Um yeah, but yeah, Michelle too, also just like the financial. I know like I've been under a lot of stress. So yeah, I think it's all stress related. I did have a doctor say that she thinks that it was vitamin deficiency, not vitamin deficiency, but just like basically like burnout, like from the calorie deficit. And she said I did the right thing by coming out of the calorie deficit, even though it was such a hard decision to make. But it's like, Jill, do you want to keep feeling this way, or do you want to see if you can feel better? Like people on my weight loss channel, if y'all been on it, y'all know I was like back and forth. Like I don't want to come out of this calorie deficit, but I want to feel better. So what do I do? And I will say, ever since I have been out of the calorie deficit, the fatigue has been not as bad whatsoever. It's more the anxiety is heightened, and because of the anxiety and like the isolation, and I haven't been working out, the depression has also kind of been like super elevated. But hi, Creating Destiny. Hi, Melinda. Hi. Tiffany, we don't know. We don't know. He doesn't know. I don't know. He is, but then he isn't. But then he also wasn't going to go, and then he decided, because that's what someone asked me, and I just did a Q&A on my other channel, and they asked like, why, like, are you going to move, or like, why didn't you move to something more affordable or something cheaper or something smaller or whatever? And it's like, I didn't know. I had to decide what to do in May, like very early May, and we didn't know. They did not give me time at all to make the decision. I was like actually kind of like, come on. But I also understand they have to have a 60-day notice, but you have to let them know well before the 60 days if you're going to stay, because they give you like a quote of this is what your estimate for your rent would be. So in that time period, it was a no for him. Like he was not going. He was going to stay here, and he was going to get a job, and he was going to get a full-time job, and that's what the plan was, which is why I was like, well, we're just going to go ahead and stay here. If it was, yes, I'm moving, 100%, I would have moved to a smaller apartment. But now I have an office, which I never call my office because it's still Control's room. I'm like, it's in Control's room. Yeah, no, Michelle, that's what I'm like, I'm not trying to like stress on it too hard. Like I'm just trying to just, because it's like you don't have to make the decision right now. So stop trying to stress yourself out about trying to make a decision. But I did tell my mom last year, if I was in the same situation come May, June that I was last year, this year, I was going to move. And I decided not to. And I told her again, if I'm in the same situation, dead set, if I'm in the same situation as I am right now, and Contrell does not decide to do a second year, we are moving back. Like that decision is made. As long as Ava's still on board come April, we're moving back. But again, like I'm trying not to stress myself because I feel myself getting stressed out just even talking about it. But that was the thing, knowing going here and moving here is that you make the decision and you go and you move, but it doesn't mean you have to stay there forever. Like this does not have to be my forever home. So yeah, it's just whatever, but I get stressed out talking about it, so I'm gonna stop talking about it. Oh, you're gonna make me cry, Whitley. Oh my gosh. Ugh. No, it's been so hard. Contrell is like the most kind person I've ever met in my life. And he's so considerate, and he's just always like, you know, like he would come in and be like, how was your day? And he would tell me about his day, and I would tell him a little bit about my day. And we would work out. Y'all know, like we were working out together. We would go on walks together. You just did your makeup, Jill. You just did your makeup. So it was really hard for me to, like, obviously, like, I was like, I'm not going to tell you not to go. Like, I can't tell you not to go. But I also never, like, I just never thought he would leave at 18, right? Especially because he was so, like, up in the air about, like, like, I don't know. I don't want to. I do. I don't want to do it, you know? But he was like, no, God wants me to do this. Like, I know he does. So just you saying that, like, it's hard. It's hard to let him go. It's not even, like, my decision to make, but it was, like, something that, you know, I have to, well, I guess in a way I do have to let him go because I have to let go of any kind of expectations of what our relationship looks like now. Because it's been really hard too, because we haven't talked much. We don't see each other much. If I don't go to his church, like I don't ever see him, you know, I'm not gonna say never, but it's been really, really, really hard. And no one prepares you for, this. No one prepares you for this. Nothing can prepare you for your son and your kids moving out. Especially when you like make them like they're my everything. Like that has been, I think that has been my purpose in life too, is to be a really good mom. And I've enjoyed every single minute of it. Like I love being a mom, and God has blessed me with the most incredible kids of life. Like obviously they're not perfect, but they are incredible, like absolutely incredible. Like I've gone back and watched some of my older vlogs. I mean, that little boy of mine, he just always used to hype me up. I watched this one vlog where I went and it was right before like I realized the whole thing with the car washes. But we went and I washed the car, and I'm sitting here like vacuuming the car, and Contrell's just like, you look really pretty today, mommy. I just thought, no, he wasn't calling me mommy then. You just look really pretty. And I was like, huh? And he was like, you look really pretty today. And I was like, oh, he used to do stuff like that all the time. So he's just like so incredible. But yeah, I miss him like freaking crazy. I really, really, really miss him. Good morning, Veronica. Thank you, Michelle. I would not be able to do overnight hours, Tiffany. So I've actually considered leasing, and I've had a lot of people tell me like for apartments that they want to hire people without experience. So I applied for a ton of apartment complexes, and I didn't hear back from a single one of them. I've even applied for my apartment complex and didn't hear back from them. So oh, really, Melinda? Has it been hard for you to adjust? I feel like I don't belong here. And I don't know how else to put that other than I just don't feel like I belong here. I don't know. And I know like in 2020, I might in 2020 have like said like I didn't belong in Georgia. And I feel like at that time I didn't, and I was definitely wanting to move away. But I also wasn't dance classing. I was very isolated, you know? So, yeah, if I go back to Augusta, I'll have my parents and I'll have dance classes. So that would be awesome though. Yeah, no, he is on God's path now, Michelle. He's on God's path for his life. And I fought too because I was like, what is this even gonna do? Like, because they kind of say it's like a gap year, but then also like a ministry school. So it's like, what is it? There was just a lot of confusion about what it was and what he was gonna be doing. And he's still kind of undecided. Like, obviously, like you don't have to have your whole life figured out at the age of 18. Although like Ava is already feeling pressured. She's literally just turned 15 and she's like, I need to know what I need to do. I'm like, Ava, you have so much time to figure that out. And she's like, no, but like everyone knows what they want to do with their life. And I'm like, it's okay that you don't at the age of 15. You'll figure it out. Like my kids are so talented in so many different things. They could do so many different things. But Contrell has a real big interest for graphic design. And he's been saying that for years that he wants to do graphic design. And who knows, like maybe with the church, he'll get a job with it. You know, you just never know. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys for being on here. I appreciate it so very much. For those of you that are watching this playback and you weren't able to make the live, I will be going live. So I'm going to be doing lives in the morning, getting ready, because it's just going to motivate me to get ready every day, and put on makeup and feel my best. Because this like winter arc thing that I'm doing, this, what is it? Lily was the one, my friend Lily was the one that came up. It's contract. It's not a challenge, it's a contract. But it's also kind of a challenge. But more like a contract with myself. And it's really just about living my best life and like following my goals and getting back to what I want for my life. And like I said, you guys know, like, and I say this all the time on my weight loss channel, like it's so much more than just weight loss. It is about changing my life. Because if I end up at the end of my weight loss journey and I lost weight, but my life is no different, like I still am in the same financial situation. I'm still in the same situation where I'm very isolated and I don't have like, you know, when I say I don't have friends, because I have friends, I have y'all, and I've made some amazing connections with women all over the world, right? But it's different when you have someone here in town that you can like go over to their house, they can come over to yours, you hang out, you know, you go shopping, you go for lunch, you go over to, you know what I mean? Like it's just different. So I do have friends. I have lots of friends. But I don't have anyone here that I see on a daily basis or connect with or anything like that. Because I know even some of you guys are here. Some of us, we haven't met up yet. It's just like no one, and on that too, a lot of you guys that I have, you know, that are here 45 minutes away, an hour away, 30 minutes away. So it's like, again, it's like harder in the financial situation to like, for us to like, you know, get together a lot. So anyways, with that being said, it's been difficult. So if I'm still in this situation where I'm very isolated and I don't have friends that I see on a regular basis, and, you know, maybe like dating and future husbands in the picture, whatever, and I'm still living the same life, like I will not be happy. And like, what does it matter? And I will not keep the weight off. So it really truly is all about changing my daily habits and creating the life that I want to live, long term. And this is not just what do I need to do to take the weight off. It is what do I need to do to take the weight off, change my life, change the way I think, change my mindset, change my relationship with food, change my relationship with people, learn to trust them a little bit more, which has been very hard to do, especially on social media and meeting people online. It's been very hard to do that. But I've been getting a little bit better with that. But yeah, like just, it's a whole thing about wanting to be the best person. And if I come out at the end of this and reach my goal and I'm still the same person, like I can guarantee you I will not keep the weight off because I'm freaking miserable. That's what made me want to lose the weight in the first place, is I'm miserable, not just in my body, but in my life in general. So yeah, like getting all of the things taken care of, like the mental health, the physical health, the isolation, everything, like everything about my life. But for those of you that are doing the playback or the watching back, I will be doing Get Ready With Me. So if you guys are watching, I might do a Get Ready With Me on TikTok live tomorrow. If you guys are following me on TikTok, I might do it on my other channel. I might do it on this channel. I don't know. But I do plan to, maybe not tomorrow, because I think I'm actually going to film a cleaning video tomorrow. We'll see though. But throughout this week, I am going to be going live often. I'm going to be going live more often. So yeah, if you guys are interested in that, come. I don't know. I won't announce it. This is what I was going to say. I'll be doing a cook with me too, where I'll do it on here and I'll do it in the evening, because I don't want to just, I need to be able to like reach everyone, because I know like some people are missing this because they're at work and stuff like that. But I'm so glad that you were getting ready with me, Melissa, in Anaheim, California. That's so awesome. I want to go. I want to go to California one day. But I hope that you guys all have a blessed day. Oh, Michelle, thank you. Yeah, I'm glad that you guys enjoy this content, because this is definitely me. And I like I said, gotta try to remember to not be like anyone else, or try to make my content like anyone else, and be truly authentically me, and to stop trying to. I saw something, I don't know where it was, but someone said if you're like looking at someone else's like videos for inspiration, and you see that they've done something and you're like essentially doing it too, don't expect your video to go viral like theirs did, because theirs already went viral and people are looking for something different. So like, not that you can't do the same kind of subject, but make it your own. And that's something that I really need to like say authentically myself. Thank you, Melinda. I really, really, really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Yes, please continue to pray for me. Keep praying for my family. Keep praying for guidance, and answers, and doors to open, and for my health to get better. Like I said, like I was starting to kind of feel like a little bit and now I'm kind of starting to feel like, oh, like it's not that bad. So I definitely am doctor's orders, sit out in the sun every single day without fail, which I have not been doing. But when I was doing it, I was feeling better, because I said on my weight loss journey, or on my weight loss channel, that I was going to start sitting out in the sun, and I kind of stopped doing that. But I think, well, no, I'm actually going to film first, and then I will make my way outside, and I'll probably walk today. But I also kind of want to dance too. But we'll just see. We'll see. But I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Hi, Christine. And I will see you guys here on my other channel on TikTok. We'll be going live lots more. So thank y'all for being here, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.